Theater for me has been one of the ways that I have found my identity. I've been, involved in theater for a young age, since a young age, since I was like 6, actually, and it really has brought me not only a sense of community, but a sense of like knowing who I am as a person and how I relate to the world around me. I am extremely sensitive to the things that other people go through, and theater has been sort of the way that I've learned how to use that like empathic side or whatever that I have.
Hi, my name is Brad Norris. I'm the managing director at Fells Point Corner Theater. I've been working here at Fells for about 2.5 years now, officially as the managing director, and before that I've been an actor and a set designer and director at Fells and all around the Baltimore theater community. So Fells Point Corner Theater is actually the emergence of two independent small theaters that were existing in Baltimore back in the 1980s, the Fells Point Players and the Corner Theater. So we have a unique situation here where we are two theater companies who were operating separately from each other saw an opportunity to work together and build something bigger. And that collaboration has lasted almost 40 years now. And that's how we have the building that we have and have the space that we have and the history and means by which to serve the community the way that we do. The mission of Fells Point Corner Theater is to present diverse, engaging, and captivating pieces of art for the Baltimore theater community. We do that several different ways by engaging with local artists and presenting new works by new local playwrights, through the production of time-tested favorites, and through Baltimore premieres, bringing pieces that have not yet been seen in this area to the Baltimore theater community. Diversity, inclusion, equity, these are all the goals of our theater, and to that end, we seek out performers, designers, and audiences that maybe don't have as much access to theater or experience with theater, or whose stories are not heard as frequently, to present them on our stages and to give them the opportunity to be seen and be heard and become part of the Baltimore theater community. Are you just highlighting everybody's lines? Is that you gotta just
No, for some reason, like
every single page?
he just
That's gonna be less useful than you think it is, I think. Fells Point is one of the small theater leaders in the Baltimore community. And when I say that, I mean that we are frequently reaching out to new artists, new playwrights, young actors and directors and designers to give them an opportunity to become part of the community, to be welcomed into it, to feel like they have a safe space and an artistic home here at the theater.
Theater is its own special little community, and although we have another theater that's like right down the street, we're not in competition, and we can help tell stories. Not while it's not together, we can as a unit tell stories, and Fells Point has options of where to go for entertainment, for a hang, for anything like that. And I think that theaters are inherently such a safe space for people and weirdos like myself, that the biggest importance to me has always been having a safe space to just
Go.
So our biggest struggle, realistically, at Fells Point Corner Theater is the support that we receive and the support that we don't receive from Baltimore and the surrounding areas. And what I mean by that is that there are lots of people who feel like Baltimore needs to be more like someplace else. And so they bring in artists from outside of Baltimore. Sometimes arts leaders of big institutions come in from outside of Baltimore. And they think that they know Baltimore. They think that they know our audiences and our people and our artists. and they know what's best for them. The reality is, usually those people don't last very long because Baltimore's not trying to be New York City or Washington, D.C. or Philly or anywhere else. Baltimore is pretty unique and pretty wonderful in and of itself. And so sometimes it's the recognition of how awesome Baltimore and Baltimore artists are that gets in the way of people's perception of the work that we do. So if I could change one thing and sort of like make everything better, it would be to say, let's let Baltimore artists be Baltimore